Okay, that's
we have called this brief press conference to address only one pertinent issue, which exemplifies the vulnerability of women in our patriarchal, entrenched society. Members of the press, we have been alerted about the ongoing controversy and debate involving Madam Mercy Matongo Cowham and her children. We are not here to judge, especially that we know that the matter is currently in the courts of law. We want, as an organization, to place it on record that we have taken keen interest in this particular matter, not because of the names involved, but for the vulnerable woman and the children in question. Our primary concern, therefore, is that this matter involves an expectant mother and her innocent children, whose father remains unbeknown in this case. Raising children as a single parent can be a daunting task that ideally requires both parents to take full responsibility for their better and well-rounded growth. As already stated, we called this media briefing to emphasize that we are actively following this matter to ensure that it is dealt with and brought to a logical conclusion in a more humane and equitable manner. In the midst of this controversy, society must recognize that there are children who deserve parental care and a woman who has endured the pain of single parenting. Without delving into the merits and demerits and counterclaims, there is need to support this vulnerable woman whose case only exemplifies the struggles of the many silent women voices out there who are in similar circumstances. We call for empathy and understanding for women who find themselves in such unfortunate circumstances. We are confident that our courts of law will help to resolve this matter amicably. I thank you.
So I just wanted to find out on your call or your advice to other women out there that might be passing through a similar situation, that might not have maybe a platform to go to social media, or for the issue to be heard out there. Even in the case of those that have children with medical conditions and they've been deserted by their husbands, what is your stance as a women organization that tries to propel the rights of the women as well as see that their welfare is well taken care of?
I think first and foremost, children are a gift from God. And children are a product of two individuals, a man and a woman. And so it is very unfortunate if one of the parents can turn their back on an innocent child, even if that child is said to have a disability. In fact, children with a disability actually need parental care more than the children who are perceived to be in normal condition. Like I said, the children are a product of two people. So if one parent is going to neglect that child, I want to believe that, and it is very shameful, that the blood of those innocent children will be crying out to that particular parent who is not going to take responsibility. I really doubt that any normal parent will have peace knowing that they have a child, and especially if it is the male parent, fathered a child, and then they turn their back, against that child. Society has a way of dealing with such parents. I'll tell you that for a mother who has carried a child in her womb for so many months, we have that attachment. And for us, it does not matter the kind of child that you have, because we are the ones who carry, we will always be there. So I think where a parent has neglected a child, more often than not, it is the male parent. And so we are appealing to the women, I think, who would find themselves in such situations, to not on their own to bring out, some of these issues. I think there are a lot of institutions that can actually help, these women, especially if those children happen to have a disability. Let us not hide those children, because those children are also human beings.
In this situation, the issue that you discuss is very public. I think, given it has the impact to influence or impact children negatively or otherwise. Do you think, going to court over such issues is the best way to solve the issue, or what alternative do you think would best solve this situation without giving it so much publicity that ends up negatively affecting the children?
Actually, this is the reason why I think we are speaking about this issue, because the fact that it is out there in the public is very, very shameful. Obviously, it looks like it has taken a long time. There are ways in which such issues can be resolved. We know that if it is issues of maintenance, there are ways in which you can deal with these issues. Taking out, in the public, and even further, into the courts of law, because you, the media, will be out there, to cover it. What impact is this going to have on the children going forward? It is very, very unfortunate. We want to believe that I think this issue could have been dealt with, outside, the cameras and the public, and we could still have found a way, out of this. As an organization, we are doing our own work behind the scenes to try, and talk to one of the parents to see, how they can take this issue forward without it really being out there in the public domain. Because we want to believe that I think there are solutions that can be, dealt with.
But maybe just also to add, the fact that this is a matter that is looking at the best interest of the children, and it's a matter that has already been set before the courts of law. In this regard, there is no other option but to allow the due process of the law to take its course. But however, we continue to appeal, to the women out there or the parents out there, that the rights of children must always, be taken center stage, and whatever we do or decisions that we take, we must always look at the repercussion that they will have on the lives of their children. So in this particular case, I think we have no other jurisdiction but to look upon the courts of the law to ensure that the law takes its course, and then from there we'll be able to, take it forward. Thank you.
Have you been in touch with the mother?
Through our communication system, yes. We are actually continuing to engage, and we are definitely going to have a further meeting with the mother to the children, just as we promised to the public that we are definitely going to render our support, recognizing that the plight of one woman is indeed the plight of many women in our country.